All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the mic sounds all right, if you could hit that number 1, please. I do have the fan on, so hopefully it sounds fine as it normally does. If you could hit that number 1, that would be great. Greg, Maddie. Greg and Maddie. That's it. Oh boy. So does that mean it's bad, or is there nobody else wanting to? I like to get 5 ones here. We're off to a slow start. Slow start. Greg, Maddie, Kyle, Kevin. Nobody. Dang, this might be the shortest stream of in the history of my stream. We might even not make it 5 minutes. Nobody's here. Okay, there we go. Philly, Johnny. All right, well, we're off to a rough start, but we'll see what happens with it. So, first off, for those of you that watch us in the archive, thank you very much. But to be very upfront, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then this is totally viewer supported. And the way to support the stream is to save yourself money at the same time by using code CLAY, which is case sensitive, all caps, CLAY. So, whatever prop firm you use, whatever their current promotions are, whatever their current deals and discounts are, code CLAY will give you that deal, give you that discount, while at the same time helping to support the stream. So it truly is a win-win for everybody. And for all of you that are here live right now, thank you for those of you that have used code CLAY and continue to use it. Like I said, you guys are the reason why I'm still showing up, why it's ad-free and all that. So I really do appreciate it. You are making a difference. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, August 27th. The year is 2026. And yeah, it's been if you cooked an account today, I get it. This action here was truly something else. Not that we haven't had this sort of kind of, whatever you want to call it, chop or fake outs or trickery, whatever you want to call it. I'd say the biggest difference here is this one was actually, these were some, 100-point swings in here, over 100-point swings. Previously, 100-point swings were a little bit harder to come by, but the volatility definitely picked up here where maybe, past few weeks, movements like this, depending on position size, you could weather storms, but yeah, way, way harder to weather storms in this sort of movement. So yeah, if you lost an account, I don't think that's too crazy at all. Morning, Mats. Good morning, Bella. Johnny, close when I got hit on that dump. Hey, good morning, Varil. I don't think I need to wait till 11 o'clock. There's really nothing to talk about. I cooked a test account, thankfully a test account this morning. Nothing. I don't know. I don't somewhere. I just got whiplash. As I'm sure maybe some of you here also got whiplash today. But yeah, like I said, who knows? Maybe I'm just looking more into it because I lost an account. But I'm pretty close. I'm not total confident like I am on a month or so ago with some of those days, but I'm pretty close to being very, very confident that if you did not cook an account today, well done. You're the exception, not the rule. I would, if I had access to all the prop firm traders in the world, I bet 50.1% of them cooked an account today because it was that tricky this morning with that big of movements. To at one moment looking like it was going to be strong, nope, looking like it's going to be weak, no, back to being strong, no, just kidding, back to being weak, just back to being strong, and then finally right here got some follow through. So it came up here, and I mean, who knows if anybody really played that little pattern right there, because at that point, who's going to trust that as a bullish pattern when the track record had been rolling back over? But that was the time where it finally did actually go up, maintain itself, go up a little bit more. So yeah, I think today was quite tricky, but yeah, I guess let me know in the chat how your days are going. Did you cook an account today, or not necessarily profitable, but maybe just Clay, I'm right on the day, but no cooked accounts. Which on a day like today, I'd say that's good. Cooked account a day keeps the sanity. Yeah, maybe so. Well, Bentley, I think you will sound kind of crazy to some out there to say, well, I only made 310 today. Well, I bet a lot of people are like, well, geez, I actually cooked an account today. Not cooked yet. Nothing cooked, thankfully. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the fact that I cooked the test account this morning is making me think that a lot more people actually did. Maybe that's like a subconscious coping mechanism. I heard, yeah, I heard NVIDIA earnings were yesterday. which reminds me, I wanted to maybe do a. Okay. Well, getting locked back in here. I need to be careful because this is something we have not had in a while. Look over here and look at the distance between these two numbers. So here's the distance. These two numbers, look at that difference 20. This distance is actually worth 20 points today. Past couple weeks, this distance is usually about 10, and then you go into the afternoon session, and then that distance drops down to like 5. So yeah, we careful with position size out there today. I'm talking to myself too. I want to be need to be. I mean, I've been so far so good aware of that, but I want to continue to be aware of it. Small green for Nero. Cooked one. One bring it back. Nice job, G3. I've only just started learning order flow learning until where I've been. Yeah, crypto reset. Very, very mature on your part to realize Dunning Kruger is a very real thing. And yeah, I'm not saying paper trading's worthless. I don't in your situation, given your sounds like brand new and all that, that's fine. But and it sounds like you are you know this already, but just beware when you do finally get skin in the game, you're gonna start to meet the voices. Paper trading, unfortunately, doesn't really create the same voices that a paper trading does, but good job, Bentley. Oh, I'm sorry, Bentley. So no, you're 310 from being cooked. Take Clay. You don't, no need to apologize, Mats. I mean, it is what it is. But thank you, I appreciate it. Indica, hey. So let's see what happens. I've been treading lightly today. Treading lightly, especially which is always a good thing when you're when you cook an account. It kind of it's a good kind of bucket of cold water in your face that says tread lightly. Also, though, I like to just I guess I don't want to complain or like make it too personal, but at the same time, I think it's kind of good to just realize, or not realize, but kind of share just how real life can start to play mind games and potentially corrupt your trading. I'm not saying, and I'm not looking for this to be like an excuse if I do some stupid things, but I'm just talking out loud because I want to be very careful of it. And you should always be practicing the same things as a trader. Also, you want to keep in mind like what's going on in your real life because those things can weirdly weasel their way into your psychology and trading when you're trying to not do stupid things. But I was a little late today. Like I was here. Usually I don't know. I think showed up like a couple minutes late. But yeah. We'll call it, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. You guys with the house, I met up with somebody for a bid like a week and a half ago for the asphalt driveway. And I was like, what's going on? Where's this bid? All right, well, this company's kind of, and long story short, it didn't go to my spam, but my email, my phone was kind of weird. So like I didn't see the email. So to give credit to the company, they got back to me within like 2 days. And then I saw the bid and I'm like, huh? What? So that's kind of what I'm going through. Right? I'm still experiencing the what? I'm still in a little shell shock from like real life bid price on the asphalt driveway. And I think what threw me off, and I'm open for feedback on this one, but I talked to another asphalt company. This was a few months ago. And I mean, this guy was shooting from the hip, so maybe he really, but like the first number I got was quite a bit less than this one. So so I guess that's probably why they always say get 3 bids. So I should probably get another bid because right now I'm kind of confused from that standpoint too. Why was one company's bid A and X, and then the bid I just got 10 minutes ago was Y, and boy, Y was quite a bit higher than X. So yes, right now I'm a little bit, I don't know what word, not disturbed. I don't know about flustered, but like I got some stuff going on in my mind right now. So I do need to be very careful. So I share all that, not because I'm really looking for sympathy or like, hey, Clay, can we talk trading? In all actuality, we are talking trading because I'm sharing with you just what I found helpful is you got to be aware what is going on in your life outside of trading that could potentially, like I said, weasel its way in. And that's just like a very raw and real time example of how that can work. So hopefully all of you don't have any like, huh? What? Moments going on. But if you do, even if it has nothing to do with trading, it could potentially affect your trading. So just keep that in mind. I did live trading on price action scalping a few years ago. Okay, crypto. So yeah, you've met the voices before. Very good. So you can relate already. Hey, good morning, Steely. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, dude. I went through that. It depends how bad a person needs to work. If they have better jobs lined up, they will hit you high. Yeah, I mean that makes good sense. I mean, just supply and demand type of stuff, but yeah. Just got the asphalt bid back, comma. Almost fell out of my seat, period. Talking to Sam, the contractor that's working on the house. Okay. I do like this down here. I don't think this is a corrupted like cycle, like screw it. No, I mean it's bounced off VWAP here many times, so I'm gonna take a swing at it. Well, good to have you here, crypto. Hey, good morning, John. Again, looking for a long here at the green line. I just lost $80 in commission. Yeah, the commission thing. I mean, when you stop and bring it down, yeah, you start off per contract a little bit more in the hole, but it's. I'll go through that. I'm trying to stay focused on this, but like I hear you, Evil. But I think there's yes, by definition, if commissions go up, it's harder to make money. Just mathematically speaking, by definition, it's harder. But is it as hard as what maybe? I don't know. I think Matt's 50K is a good one to start with. 50K. I'm not saying that's where you end up, or I think you mentioned earlier your buddies. I'm not saying that you and your buddies are going to end up at that spot, but I think that's a good spot to just start with. Yes, there's plenty of opinions on the topic, but I would just say start with the 50K and see what you think about that one. Was green 450, then 10 minutes later blew the account, then bought a new account. Holy smokes. Goodness, yeah, dang. Alfonso, if you reach out to them though, they will probably honor it. They probably won't let you use code Clay. They'll just use their own code, which I guess fair enough. But yeah, I'd reach out to them. Usually, if you forget and if you have a track record of using it, I don't even know if that's a requirement. But yeah, they should honor it if you just reach out to them. Yeah, I try if you don't mind. Tell them, hey, I meant to use code Clay. Can I get that applied? And I'm not sure they'll apply code Clay. They might just apply their own. But yeah, either way. Yes, Dom. Yep. Yeah, Dom. That is the new norm now for Take Profit Trader. 3 days is just new policy. So yes, code Clay will give you the 40% off, zero activation fee, and then yeah, the 3 days has actually nothing to do with the code. That's just new policy. All right, well, I tried a long down here, did not pull back enough before heading back up, so back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board I go. I will not be playing any breakouts. Well, as of now, I'm not going to say throughout the rest of the day, but as of now, I'm not interested in breakouts. Just too much trickery. Yeah, I suppose there's been some break, depending on where you buy the breakout, right? If you bought a breakout of this consolidation, okay, that worked very nicely. But I mean more so like kind of these overall breakouts. Like, do I have any interest in buying a breakout of the trend line? I don't. That doesn't mean obviously it can't keep it. That wouldn't be a good breakout. But today's track record is just too many tricks out there. So I'm not gonna just not gonna get tricked on a fake breakout. Hey, good morning, Manfred. Yeah, yeah. That does make sense, John, because the guy with the higher bid, I mean, he was kind of talking about the base quite a bit. I think he was mentioning the 3 inches of rock and base and all of that. So yeah. So another company in the Des Moines area that had good reviews. No, no, no. Take Profit Trader. You can take as long as you want to pass the test. The minimum that you're required to be in the test phase, though, used to be 5 days. That is now 3 days. So that is the minimum. That is the fastest they'll let you pass it is 3 days. You can take as long as you want. The fastest they will allow you to pass it is 3 days. Oh yeah, John. Oh yeah. My mind is playing tricks on me. I mean, I think as traders, isn't like that kind of what trading is like dealing with the voices. Well, dealing with the voices in what regard? Like the constant tricks they're trying to play on us, right? Greed is a trickster. Impatience is a trickster. Anger is a trickster. You're not actually angry. They're all tricksters. That's what they're trying to do to get us to do this stupid thing is to play a trick on us somehow. That's what the mind games are. The mind games are tricks. So yes, Nero. Not shocked to hear that your mind is playing tricks on you. Mine is doing it on a constant basis. Hey, what's up, John? I don't know what I'm looking at right now, rookie. I don't know what I'm looking at. I was very interested in buying VWAP down here, but as that came down, I had my order out there, but this move here just did not come down enough before bouncing. So, is that a can of spam? Yeah, that's true, Nero. You're straight up taking Indica. To be fair, Indica, he did throw in the can of spam, which technically speaking now is not yours, which is sort of like what I think food companies do. They're like, no, you can't sue us. You use 8 grams of XYZ. We only use 8.1 grams of XYZ. So I don't know if that's how copyright infringement law works or not, but I fear I may have let the trickster win today. Well, Grant, it happens. It happens. Just, I guess the key at this point is that if they've already won, if the trickster's already won, fine. Just don't let the trickster keep winning. Okay, well, rookie, that's I think we got when the screw it voice shows up. Oh boy. As of now, though, looks like you made a good choice, but like, just be careful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, famous last words, indeed. I think we've had that voice. I mean, I have that one too. The screw it voice. Screw it. Mm, I guess right now it is kind of. So it technically has broken that trend line that you got to think probably several people drew. So that's what it's a very messy break though. It broke, came down here, now right back up. So those trend line breakout traders were probably, I don't know, I'm sure that move knocked some out. Some of them are still in, and yeah, just not a very clean break trend line breakout there. Still could break, but yeah, just because something's not clean doesn't mean it won't still eventually work out. But I think I speak for all traders. Like if we have a trend line, I'm pretty sure this is like the type of breakout we all enjoy. Where it comes up and then whoop. None of this stuff where it chops around and then goes whoop. I mean that's the stuff that'll drive you insane. But like yeah, this where it just breaks and goes. I mean, I try not to speak for everybody because I realize the world does not revolve around me. But in that situation, I'm guessing I speak for like 99 out of 100 traders. Is there a delay for anyone else? A delay in what sense? Hey, what's up, Candlestick? On the stream. Well, yeah. Well, how much of a delay are you talking about? There's always like what about a 3 to 5 second delay, depending on how well fed and hydrated your hamsters are that are working on your internet. Have you considered millings? What are millings? Did I miss a message, John? I'm not sure. No. I think I remember seeing the word millings. Here, let me look at it real quick. Yeah, I got to look at this because they give me the choices like, hey, if you want to handle this part of it, you can do that. Hire that out to somebody else, or I'll. So you did a good job with the line items of it, but thinking about a short here. Thinking. Wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I think. Maybe I misunderstood the bid. Maybe there's a couple different. Okay. There might be hope, actually. There might be hope. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to imagine how much concrete would be. But there could be hope here all of a sudden. I think. Maybe I misread the bid. All right, I am thinking of a short here now. Let's see, 11. Goodness. Okay, yeah, here we go with the. So what I was thinking of, like a short here at 10, put my stop up here. That's basically 30. So that's a 20-point stop. Yesterday, that would have been from here up to here, maybe what, like a 7-point stop? Now today, 30 points. Or I'm sorry, 20 points. Got to be very, very careful here with my position sizing because it can. So on the bid, comma, on the bid, comma, if I just choose you guys to do everything, comma, do I add up all three of those numbers or which ones do I add up? Question mark. Number 1 and number 3? Question mark. All right, there we go. Seeking clarity, right? What do I always yell at everybody around here for? Let's clarify. Let's define the terms. So I gotta define. Hopefully the answer is you add numbers 1 and 3 together. That would be good. Adding all three numbers though, that puts me back in a shell shock. So yeah. Kinda. A very in this situation, I don't want to hear three numbers. From this guy, don't tell me three numbers. Just tell me two. Number 1 and number 3. Oh man, this is so bad. Right now, if it's like one of these situations where I think the price is going in my favor, but it's still got the potential to turn around and then devastate me. That's where I'm at right now as I wait for this text to come back. Or if he calls, I'll just have to take the call. But man, I'm actually feeling that hope. I'm trying to keep the hope tempered. So yes, if he replies back, you will watch a man either experience a flow of just who knows what will happen, or you'll experience a man just that had hope, and you'll see a man and his hopes be crushed right before your very eyes. I am, I am holding. Not even like, yeah. I guess I'm holding. I'm hoping, and I think because now that I read it more closely, I think he will say number 1 and 3. So I'm holding and hoping with some confidence, which so it's hope with confidence behind it. You know, hoping where you're not really confident, that's just like, okay, I don't really have a whole lot of confidence in this hope, but like this is hope with confidence. So it's like, oh boy. I was going to leave. I don't know when he'll get back to me. So full disclosure, I'm not sure exactly when. Maybe I should send him a screenshot just so he doesn't dig it up. I think that would be helpful to him. Because it didn't even come from it. It came from like maybe like a secretary or something. So yeah, let me do that real quick. Let me try to help him out, make his life. I don't think that would be insulting to him, but like, let me just do that. Let me try to make his life as easy as possible. Yeah, because number 1 starts with we, so them. Number 2 starts with owner. And the owner one is definitely a higher number. So I'm thinking it would be either. Okay, he just read it. Says red. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm cracking walnuts right now. When what you hear outside your window, there's no need to call the police. That's not a drive-by shooting. There are no shootings. That's just me cracking walnuts right now. Do not call the police. It's not what you think you hear. It's not a gunshot. You do not hear 12 gauge, shotgun shells going off right now, okay? No, you are not under artillery attack right now. That's just me cracking the walnuts. Yeah, no, it is not the 4th of July. They're not you do not hear fireworks. Nope. I can't think. I really cannot think right now. Again, going back to the whole be aware of your surroundings like in real life and just make sure that doesn't bleed into your trading. Right now I'm having like my mind like I'm watching the chart, but I'm not am I comprehending anything right now? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So it would be very unwise right now to be taking a trade. Oh man, please. Oh, I'm holding, I'm hoping. I think I'm pretty confident. Just no text back yet. Come on, you read it, brother. You read it. Maybe he's in the middle of maybe he's driving right now. Okay, that'd be okay. You're like a little girl waiting for the boy to answer your note you passed during class. Yeah, but like the note says, like on the note, do you want to be my girlfriend? So it's not like a note that says hi. Nice hi, it's a beautiful day outside. No. The note is, do you want to be my girlfriend? Check yes or no. And she has opened the note. She has opened the note. This note is more so like or maybe this, like she's already my girlfriend. I'm proposing, and now she's gonna get back to me on like what the engagement ring is supposed to cost. No, 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 Grant. That's first off. There's nothing that if that were the case, there'd be nothing weird about that at all, Grant. Come on, brother. Just get back to me. Yeah, I think it's got to be because both of them say three. Yeah, okay. That's what it's got. It's got to be. It's got to be 1 and 3. Yeah, yeah. Okay, come on, come on, come on, brother. Okay, I'm getting so confident now that if it comes back and it's no, you add all three numbers together, you might. You're gonna just. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that. That will be very disheartening. This dude, what do you? Come on, man. Why do you got to leave me hanging like this? Make a few positive trades, and it will. Okay, let me put it this way: if it comes back and my mind is blown, I'm just gonna cut to the code screen. That's got all the prop firms with the code, and we're just gonna stare at it. We're just gonna stare at it for the rest of the stream, and I'm just gonna be sitting here like begging. Code Clay, have mercy. Code Clay. Hey, Cam. Is it me or have I not seen you at all this week? Is this the first time you've been here? I'm sorry if you've been here before, but for some reason it doesn't seem like you've been around until this moment. Okay, he's calling. He's calling. I got to take this call. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. We're making progress. He's getting back to the office. I'm not quite sure I wrote that up right. He probably just means maybe it was a little. But he's like, I said, I'm just trying to figure out if I have to add up the three numbers. He's like, no, 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 no. So that is good. That is good. That in fact, let me just look at the two numbers and let me do a worst case. What are the two biggest numbers if I add those together? Even okay. Hopefully it's not numbers 2 and 3. Hopefully it's numbers 1 and 3 that are added together. But either way, this is we first profit target has been hit. First profit target has been hit. He emphatically said when I was like, I'm just trying to figure out, do I need all three numbers apply? No, 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 no. He's calling me back in 5 minutes. Okay. See, now I'm gonna have to be very careful after this next phone call. Once I get a little bit more confirmation, I'm gonna have to be careful of not like YOLOing, like out of joy. Like, dude, I just saved so much money. Like, I'm gonna be like, dude, like girl math might show up. Where I'm like, man, I thought that it was gonna be this, but it's actually only this. So I guess I just made kind of like a lot of money. And then I just start YOLOing. So I can't let girl math show up, okay? Yeah, I think Jimmy, I think I can move the stop to break even too, but man, this is how's it go? I mean, I did cook one account. Did not talk about it at 11 a.m. I talked about it right away just because there's nothing really to report other than I think a lot of accounts were probably cooked during all this what I would consider nonsense. But yes, I'm sure some of you here are like, that's not nonsense. I crushed it, and I'm jealous of you. Oh yeah, I have zero complaints about the movement. Yeah, we'll see how this afternoon goes, but this action here has been great. Put it on a credit card. Yeah. No, no, there is. I got to be very careful because right now, obviously, I'm setting myself up for thinking that I just made, penny saved is a penny earned, which is a valid concept. Don't get me wrong. That is not girl math. Don't even think about telling me that Benjamin Franklin did girl math. Penny saved is indeed a penny earned, but like if you misread something and if I'm at the store and I'm just like, oh, that apple's $100, and it's like, oh wait, no, no, I totally misread that. It's actually only $1. Whoa, I just made $99. Penny saved is what's like, well, no, actually, no, that's not what happened there. Zach, I'm feeling pretty good that you're not going to see me start to cry and break down. I've already been told that the three numbers do not apply, so I don't need to add up the three numbers. I think he wants to get back and check a couple of things. And I do appreciate. He's like, well, if you want to handle some of the prep work and blah blah blah, you can do that. But for me, and again, I'm open for feedback, but what I think makes the most sense is I just want them to do it all. That way, they can't be like, well, we did bad work because that wasn't good. It's like, okay, let me just keep everything in their hands. And I can't really take a trade right now because he said he'll call me back, in the next 5 minutes or so. What you just said, yeah, I think to me that makes sense. That way, if there's any drama, all right, on the pullback, if I was not about to, waiting for a phone call, I would be very interested right here. Very, very interested. Let them do it all. Yeah, no, yeah, agreed. And our driveway, it kind of twists and turns up a hill a little bit too. So I'd also like want them to be like, just kind of handling all that. The more you buy, the more you save. Yeah, I personally, I'm not sure that's girl math either because there is that's just one of the weird ways that like what's cool about numbers and to just take the slogan the rich get richer. Well, yeah, when you're rich and then you can buy in bulk, you're actually saving money per thing. So like that's just one of those weird ways where like it's cool how numbers work. You start to get big numbers in your life, then you can use those big numbers to make bigger purchases and then drive down the cost, and then technically you're saving yourself even more money. Well, good news is, I think I misread the quote, period. He's going to give me a call back and walk me through it, period. Sam, contractor, I told him, just got the asphalt bid back, almost fell out of my seat. And then he just ask yourself, how can I afford this? Because that's what I'm always telling the guys at the job site. So he's holding me accountable to my own logic. Man, I don't know if I can do that. What? That's the wrong attitude. Ask yourself, how can you afford it, brother? Okay, I'll keep that in mind, JB. All right. Well, as of now, again, I'm just talking in hypotheticals right now because I'm not going to take the trade. But if I were not waiting on a phone call, I'm starting to lose interest in that level as it's kind of paused right above it. But if we can get a hammer candle here, so we have 30 seconds before this candle's done. So if we get a hammer candle here and then the price comes down, immediately comes down here, I'd once again be interested right there. But okay, looking good, looking good. Come on, stay a hammer, stay a hammer. Well, I don't always mute my phone calls, but if I think there's a possibility that like certain things might come up, and in all actuality, like for 93% of you, like even if I knew certain stuff was going to be coming up, I'd be like, I don't care if you know that stuff, like whatever, you're like normal people. But like, yeah, we get some, it's just the classic, all it takes is a few bad apples to ruin it for everybody. So yeah, I would have zero problem, like, because I think most of you are just like normal rational people. No, and I know you're messing, but like there is some truth where it's just like, man, it's kind of a buzzkill how just a few can ruin it for so many. Okay, yeah, I don't like this now. This was not a hammer candle, so I really feel bad. This contractor, I can never remember his name. It's Larry. I'm gonna write it down right now. Larry. Same with the insulator guy. I cannot think of his name. Have to refer to him as the insulator guy. Which is weird because I know some of you are like, but don't you have that weird memory? You're like, or you just remember some of us from like 6 months ago? Yeah, but like that's why it makes it weird because right now, I don't know why some of these names are hard. All right, we are right there, but I mean, I could try a Scalpy Scalp, but knowing my timing, because I want to be fully locked in. No offense to my wife. I love my wife. She's a great wife. I'm blessed. But like, if she were to call me and, sometimes it's like, okay, I could be on a trade where I talk to her, right? Assuming it was not like super, super important, right? If it was a very important, like one of our kids or something like that, obviously, okay, no. My full mental capacity is going to be in that phone call. But I mean, if you're, how it goes. If you're married, right, and you love there's those calls where, you can maybe be like, do you have to be like 100% fighter pilot locked in? I'm probably, but I never claim to be a fantastic husband. I'm a dude, so yeah. I should probably just stop digging the hole deeper. Now I'm offending the woman audience here. They're like, "What a scumbag!" Clay, is it cheaper to build a house like you? I don't know. I don't know what those metrics are. They kind of fluctuate back and forth. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy a house. Sometimes I think right now it's cheaper to buy. Like the square footage you can get, if you were to try to replicate that in like a new build, I think the price per square foot is vastly in the just buy used. Well, I'm talking more so a phone call, Hoover. If I had a hammer, if I had a hammer, I don't know. Would hammering in the morning have worked today? Again, this is hindsight bias. Yeah, right there, it would have worked. Right there, hey, it would have worked. Right here, again, broadly speaking, would have worked. Okay, hammers actually did deliver today. There were no fake out hammers. Hammers was those that like to play hammer candles were not led astray. A camel. Mysterious. Hey, good morning, Eddie. That's true. Yeah, I mean, it depends. There's a lot that goes into it, but just broadly speaking, okay, here it is. Okay, gotta pause it. Okay, there we go. It was not quite as. It's fine. It's good. It's good. Now I still have some decisions, so it could be all three numbers depending on if I want. Basically, the question is 3 inch versus 5 inch. So we were discussing. He's like 5 inches will give you a real solid driveway, but he's like the three. He's like, what? You'll have propane in there every couple. You'll have a propane truck in there every couple. A couple times a year, maybe like a septic truck. But other than that, 3 inch. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, Dominique. Okay, okay. Honest question, Dominique. You see me doing this, and then you have no sound. Like, walk me through that. What? So again, maybe I could be missing something. That's why I'm asking out of curiosity. But if I'm watching a live stream, I see somebody talking on a phone and I don't hear any sound, my assumption defaults to, oh, he's got it muted because he's on the phone. You apparently did not default to that. So I'm not saying you're wrong. Maybe I'm going to concede that maybe I have some bad logic now. It's good now. What? Right. Um. Oh, okay, okay. Additional layer, 2 inch average, HMA, whatever HMA stands for. No, that still doesn't make sense. All right, I gotta text him back because that doesn't make sense. To still be all three numbers because one of them he said, well, if you do some of it, it'll be this number, and that doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna just to make sure I'm clear, comma. If I wanted you guys to handle absolutely everything, comma, what is that number for a 3 inch versus 5 inch driveway? Question mark. I see number two has the owner doing some things, comma. But if I want you guys to handle everything, comma, what is that number? Question mark. I ended with sorry to be a pain. Can we focus on trading here, not cement trucks? Here's what we can focus on, Nash. Here, you can focus on this a nice little vacation. Let me send you on a nice little vacation. There we go. We'll give him 30-minute vacation. There, you can focus on that right now. Let me know what you think about how I've done with the place. Give me your thoughts, Nash. I'm curious. That's what I want you to focus on right now. The all expense paid trip to the timeout room. Let me know what your thoughts are. Focus on that. I put some new wallpaper in there. What are your thoughts on that wallpaper? Some people are like wild, wild. Goodness. All right, VWAP here. Is it a 3? Well, yeah, no, that Jimmy, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So maybe you can give us some thoughts on like maybe he'll have a suggestion. Should we make it a 3-inch or a 5-inch? Some people, it is wild. Really, I'm surprised we only had one person that was like, "Hey, your sound doesn't work." I'm sitting here on the phone. Hey, your sound's not working. Hey, no sound. It's like, dude, can't you connect the lines of logic? He's on the phone. I don't hear anything. Oh, he probably muted things because he doesn't want random weirdos to hear what he's talking about. I mean, I don't know. Uh, and you said you will mute it before you did. True, but to be fair to him, maybe he showed up after I made that comment, to be fair. Okay, if anybody's bored, I'd actually be kinda interested. Hey Clay, please call me at there's the number if anybody wants to call when you have a moment. Is creating your trading program eating up your funds before students sign up? We look for educators who could use credit to speed that up. Just as a heads up, my AI assistant might pick up and ask you 1 to 2 questions before I get connected. You think? Real? Might pick up? What a lie that is. Might pick up. Uh-huh. Might pick up. You mean anybody that calls that number is gonna talk to a robot? Just be honest. Say if you call you're going to talk to AI. Don't say might pick up. It will. We all know that it will. This price action is killing me, Smalls. Not as much as it's killing Nash. Don't tempt me with a. Well, I don't think it would probably be a very good time. Sounds like you'll just talk to a robot. Actually, don't well, unless you have like a fake number call, but like actually then don't call because I don't know if that'll then log your phone number into who knows what. So yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. Don't call unless you have a fake one and you're bored. Then yeah, call. Let me know how that goes. Okay, he's calling me back. I think he's very upset. I don't know if I'm muting it, Domney. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it comes down to do I want a 3-inch or 5-inch? So what is it? The Okay, yeah. So we'll lay an additional. So I guess the base lay a 3-inch average 1-inch roadstone. Yeah. Wheel grade driving. Lay a 3-inch average 1-inch roadstone. Okay, so I guess that's the base, John. Debating with one of my friends right now, futures, because he told me he just made. Yeah, isn't that funny? He thinks for 640 in 4 seconds is actually good. Okay. Okay, so from what I read, that's 3 inches of the foundation that you're saying is very important, to which I agree with. To me, that makes sense. Is that what I'm understanding right? That's limestone with the dust. Okay, good. Renfrew's here now too. He understands this stock. Okay, so that's good then. 3 inches or 3-inch average of 1-inch road stone. You guys, Renfrew and Scott, you're saying, or not Scott, sorry. John, you're saying that's good. Must be rolled and compacted. Well, yeah, I mean, I assume that's part of it too, rolled and compacted, because then they're gonna add. Then on top of that, they're going to add a 3-inch layer of HMA. And then if I want another 2 layers, so hence the 5 inches of, I guess, HMA. So 5 inches of HMA, then they give me that's another number for that. Okay, now I got it. I got it. Right. Foundations are important for sure, Candlestick, for sure. Well, no, he's not giving me a chance of 5-inch base. It's a 3-inch base with either 3 inches of HMA or 5 inches of HMA. Home Depot has self-mixed cement on sale. You want to come do it for me, Zooks? All right. Potentially a short here. Okay, looking for a short at the red line. There you go, Nash. Okay, I'm in. Let's see if it wants to reject or not. Come on. Okay, come on. Get below the 21 EMA. Stop acting as support, 21 EMA. Knock it off. Come on. What is that? I didn't get out. You got to be kidding me. Okay, added some more there. Is this thing, look at the 5-minute on this is ridiculous right now. You're seriously just going to go straight up. I don't believe you. Well, there's my stop. I got to put my line in the sand somewhere. Not looking good. And I am out. Wow. Well, that that comes with the territory. That is going to happen to me every single time when you have a 5 minute that is looking bearish and has all kinds of resistances above, and then yeah, if that's what it's going to do, then as a short, I'm going to have losses like that. And thankfully, this is not the reason why we're all like, whoa. We all say whoa because that's not the norm. So yeah, when not the norm happens, yeah, I'm going to get punched in the face harder than normal. And I just got punched in the face harder than normal. So it happens. Am I changing anything about my strategy? No. Nope. Wow moves happen, and if you're on the wrong side of a wow movement, of a whoa movement, yeah, that's just part of it. Thankfully, again, like I said, my proof that that does not happen often is the fact we're all looking at that going whoa. You don't go whoa towards things that happen on a routine basis, right? So, and if you're sitting there like, I'm not saying whoa because that happens all the time. It's like, no, then you have some Dunning Kruger effect right there. Well, let's see. I don't think so. Yeah, I guess you're right. That was almost yeah, that's true, I guess, Neil. From where this move started down here at 10 up to right there, that was basically a 100-point move, huh? Yeah. If you are if you're thinking short and then it goes up 100 points, that doesn't necessarily mean you will lose money, but yeah. I mean, I'm still green, Zooks. Again, this is the same account. These are my NQ trades of this account. These are my MNQ trades. So overall, this account is still green. That's how accounts get blown up. Nobody's immune to such movements. That's not it. A political spam text. Okay. But yeah, no, that's like I said. These are movements where I think It's just such a powerful sales tool for prop firms. Because can you imagine your own funds? Like it's I don't know. You throw $5,000 into an account, and then you just have one of those days where you just start averaging up. No, 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 no. I'm averaging up some more. I'm averaging up some more. And then all of a sudden, boop, margin call, account gone, $5,000 gone. Which this sort of movement can very, 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 very realistically do. Whereas in a prop account, sure, you've blown up the account, but when you blow up a prop account, you're out just whatever you spent for it. So if it was, $100 account, okay, you're out $100. Whereas a person, same exact move, same exact bad decisions led them to potentially blowing up an entire $5,000 account. That's where it's just like prop firms and the whole risk management number things. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, in a sense, when you cook a pro or a prop account, I guess it's kind of like a margin call. It's not, but it's the same thing. Your account just gets closed for you. Like it's just like, all right, yep, you're done. And that is what a margin call is like in real life too. If that was your own funds, eventually your trade, regardless of you pressing any buttons, will it. So I think a lot of people think a margin call is like your phone rings, and they're like, hey, and in some senses, sure. But like in futures where things can move very quick, your trade just ends, and your account is just completely cooked. With potentially you maybe owing your broker some money. Bad month versus a bad day. Yeah, yeah. I mean, could be even more than that. Yeah, but generally speaking, agreed. Props. Yep. Yeah, it just. Now, the one thing I try to get out right there. I did. You guys saw me do it. I just was not quick enough, and I didn't get filled, and it never gave me another chance. Now, I didn't really think that was the end of the world per se because I did add some more, but man, it just refused to come down really at all. They probably still call them margin calls because they actually did before the interwebs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So frustrating was 2 points from TP where I moved the rest. Oh yeah, that's the worst. All right, what are we? Tell people to use your codes to feed hungry children. Everybody use code Clay to feed hungry children because Manfred told me so. Are you here? Watch this. Watch this. All right, Manfred, you got to lead by example. Go use code Clay right now. Feed some hungry kids. Lead by example. Look at that. Wasn't that clever? I'm back. Where'd you go? Oh, it is tomorrow, isn't it? It's movie night. I don't know. I don't know. Probably back to Domino's. I don't know. That's tomorrow. We got a long ways to go till tomorrow. I have not thought that far ahead, but that's true. It's Thursday already, isn't it? No, no puppies will be saved. Puppies will soon be purchased though. So soon. Well, I don't know about soon. But yeah, we do need to get some farm dogs. So yes, at some point I'll be able to say, hey, Code Clay supports dog, supports puppy. I'll be able to bring puppies into it. Why eat food? Just buy more. That's true. Yeah, like no soup. Nobody needs soup. We got football this weekend. Does the college football season start? Clay is getting a furry. That's right. Kyle's moving in. Was there news? I don't think so. Again, this was not exactly like a huge snap up. It was just kind of a slow and steady burn. Now, yeah, oh yes, this move was pretty straight, but it's not like this. Not even this move. Like this move happened. We watched it. Nice, just form. It wasn't like it was here then whoosh, all the way up there. So yeah, I think this just just a move up. I'm already in the basement. Yeah, I thought I heard something down there. I usually get Domino's with my grandparents. They're 90 years old. Nice. That's cool, Grant. I liked it. I love to hear it. Must be their trick to being 90 years on this earth. Domino's Pizza. Sounds like a good ad campaign for them. I was on vacation at Lake America in Canada. Well, hopefully it was a nice vacation at Lake America. That just made me think. I'm just curious now. Oh, Google, it does say Gulf of America, doesn't it? What's the lake say over here? Erie, Superior. Nope. Google's still calling it Lake Ontario as of now. My chase strategy worked there, but I made the mistake of adding ones for the chase. I never do ones. What do you usually add? I'm assuming ones means your contract size. Oh, so what you're saying is on your chase strategy, you add in 3 at a time, is what you're saying? Gotcha. Well, depending on the day, 3 can get you cooked in a hurry. Adding 3 at a time could get you cooked real quick. Adding in just 1 made you $600? I don't want to misrepresent you, but you're saying you traded 1 and it made you 600? Is that what you're saying? Do you use a new account every day? I do not, Krim. Nope. Okay. How many did you end up with? No soup. Or are you saying you had 1 and then you just kept moving the stop loss up? Is that what you mean? What was your total position size? One MNQ? Well, okay. How long did this forget position size? How long did this trade take? I don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just how long did the trade take, you scumbag? How long? How long, you filthy dirtbag? Like, what, 5 minutes? I don't know what. 2? How long was this trade in total? The $600. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll just go with 2 minutes. I one day hope to be a baller like you where I can call making $600 in 2 minutes a waste of time. I hope to be just a full-blown monster in life to reach that point. Can you imagine this dude? No soup. He's walking down the street. He sees 6 $100 bills, and he runs this calculation in his mind. It's going to take me 2 minutes to stop and pick up those 6 $100 bills. And then he keeps walking. Why? Because it, in his words, not mine, a waste of time. Dude, what a baller. What a baller this guy is. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, well, what I mean is this. You just told me that $600 in 2 minutes was a waste of your time. That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm good for you. Good for you. You are a baller. You are here. I'm like here. Well, I'm like off screen, you know? Yeah, we got some people reading maybe a little too deep into the analogy. Little too deep in the analogy. Hey, prolific. Okay, all I'm saying, no soup, is I'm trying to encourage you to not beat yourself up too hard. In some ways, you kind of look like a clown because you're sitting here complaining about making $600 in 2 minutes. I see what you're saying. I'm just saying the optics here are not very good. Since time to click and move lines was the part that was physically a waste of time. I don't know if this is getting much better. Like I get what you're. We need to get you a PR manager in this situation. No soup. You need somebody. You need somebody like the spin. You need like the spin room type of thing. You need somebody to help weave this together a little bit more public relations friendly right now. Out for a loss. Good job, Marius, being disciplined. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Keeping the West wild. That is the type of stuff that I've seen already from a couple people, and you were just the newest one, myself included. Like I said, I lost an account this morning, thankfully just to test one. But yeah, this section here was now I understand. Like, listen, don't tell me how easy this was in hindsight. But if you try to trade through this, there is all sorts of situations where I can see people getting tricked. Jackson Holes tomorrow. Is there like a I don't think there's any like news or like speeches with that, is there? Hey, Bowser. Yeah, Indica, how you doing? Are you doing all right today? Yesterday was I think Captain Jack, or I'm sorry, Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan took over. Oh, War Speaks? Okay, so there is going to be. No, I don't think that's really what a. I don't use the term barcode, but I don't think that's what they would call that. Yeah, no, that's so this trade here, same general idea for the people that are watching. I try to take the what I thought was a little bit of an overextended move up to this clump right here, and then it was like, no, we don't care. No, we don't care about that one either. Yeah, it just kept grinding. Oh, well. Thank you for being willing to use the code Clay, but I don't like these circumstances. Clay, I got drunk, I traded, I cooked the account. I got to use code Clay again. I'd rather have it be Clay. I used code Clay, bought an account, I'm crushing it with that account, and now I want to pick up another account, so I'm going to use code Clay again. And kept adding to the downside at 11. Okay, so you lucked out today then, Pro. You averaged down, you crossed those fingers, you prayed, and the price went back. Is that am I understanding how your day went, Prolific? I've been there before. I've been there before. Yeah, I will say this: the quote now with full understanding is right around the ballpark that the other company gave me. So that's given me actually a lot of confidence. Like they're no longer because your point, John, like you got to keep, and that's the problem with quotes, right? You want to try to keep them apples to apples. So yeah, so apples and oranges showed up because one gave me the option of taking up to 5 inches versus three. So there that was, but once you went back to three, made more sense. Oh yeah, Grim. That's a dent. No, yeah. Not only is that a dented baboon, you got to put dented in all caps. Yeah, I hear you, John. Yep. I did submit before I got on stream. I submitted another fill out another contact form. We'll see if they reach out or not. Could see a long down here, something like a long there, stop down there. But that's what? That'd be about a 25-point stop. I don't know if I want to take a 25-point stop. I mean, I could lower position size, make that maybe 3 instead of 5 if I want to keep that stop. Probably lower this down though too, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that out there for now. Just who knows? Maybe there's some weird spike that comes on there and then goes back up. Even if I do forget about it, at least I got a stop loss then. A hard stop, I should say. Thank you to Ace and Post for tagging that you're talking to each other. That helps me out quite a bit. So thank you, brothers. I don't do giveaways. It is my business thesis that giveaways attract a type of crowd that I'm not interested in really. Yeah, anyways. If you need a giveaway, you should not be trading in the first place. I'll put it that way. Clay, I want to be a trader. The only way I can be a trader is I need to win an account. That reveals quite a bit about your financial landscape. That tells me you probably have some other things in your life that need to be taken care of. So yeah, I do not do giveaways. And from my understanding, then they ultimately get rigged anyways because it's like one person with 37 different accounts and blah blah blah. It's like I don't feel like dealing with that crap. But Clay, you'd grow your channel more. I maybe, but again, it goes back to the demographic. I'd rather have a smaller community of quality people than a bigger community of a bunch of just not my cup of tea type of people. Good, Scott. See, and people that are offended by that, they probably already left. Like we'll see if Nash comes back. Never seen the name before. But yeah, we'll see if Nash shows back up. I don't know if his vacation is still ongoing or not. It's probably coming close to being done. No, I have not noticed that, Rim. I have not. Let's see. Yeah. I'm starting to get tempted for a long in here just as we have, the 5 minutes. In fact, I might try a long in here. I like the hammer. Got the pullback. 21 EMAs right there. No, you can. This is the 200. This is the 200 period. It just is on the 2 minute time frame. It has. It has been, again, I'm not complaining in any way, shape, or form. The movement has been very, very nice. We've gotten some good, solid 100-point swings and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it has had its tricky component. Even this right now, this is not very confident inducing. That was a very nice looking situation right there. But now apparently this candle is eating it all up. Maybe it comes back up, but man, that's not good for me thinking in terms of how I was reading that situation. How many trade? I think I've only made one trade. So, well, granted, I kind of got a little distracted, but yeah, I think I've only made one trade so far. No, no, maybe I'm lying. I don't remember. See, that's why when people are like, "Hey, Clay, can you tell us about that trade yesterday?" I'm like, "Yesterday? Yesterday? I can't even remember 2 minutes ago." All right. Well, as of now, right there. I mean, there's a flat 200 SMA, and I like I said, that was a nice little bounce. Depending on your strategy, if you're a scalper, that's plenty of room right there. If you're wanting this thing to come up to the highs, well, then yeah, this bounce right now hasn't really served you well. But yeah, this was green. I can't remember if I made. I'm either at one or two trades today. One or two. Still got Matchbox 20 songs stuck in my head. FYI. All right, well, back up it goes. Okay, I've never been good at the head and is this a head and shoulders pattern here? So what is that are these considered the shoulders? And then is that a head and shoulders right there? And I'm not even trolling. Head and shoulders is one I've never quite I don't know, it just doesn't jive with my mind. Oh, you had the white screen while you're in a trade. Yeah, I've had a couple of those even on stream here. How did it turn out all right? Self-made? That's not an enjoyable experience. No, not 3 a.m. No. I was never a huge fan of that one. Man, people can make anything. Oh, can they? Is really a head and shoulders is that flexible? Not usually. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's I know I joke around quite a bit, but that's actually not a joke. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then you want to start talking to people, and then be like, "Oh, it's an inverse head and shoulders." And my mind is just like, yeah. More so a bearish diamond. Never even heard of bearish diamond before. I've heard of a bearish emerald. I've heard of the bearish emerald pattern, never the bearish diamond though. Came out after reload with hey, that's not too bad. $30. I mean, granted, it probably costs at least $30 of toilet paper requirements. So I guess in all actuality, you came out break even. But hey, still better than needing $30 of toilet paper and then you lost $30. So at least you're at break even. The Bull Sapphire, yeah, that one's pretty powerful. Price needs to go to 600 to complete. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of those for now. Bearish diamond is when you break the low that took your high and you fail to make a high. Okay, yeah, I can't remember all this stuff. All these different. It's like when people buy flashcards for candlestick patterns and like candlesticks, it's like I don't know. It's really just better to learn how a candlestick functions itself and then just really think through it. And then that way you can kind of still arrive at the for me, I think there's a better way to learn all that stuff than learning, the but be honest. Anybody here do the flashcard thing with like candlestick patterns? I had a book. I remember one of the first books was like it's not, like candlestick patterns, and I'm sitting here like trying to memorize all these patterns, and it's just like I don't know. This doesn't. Why do I feel like I'm back in third grade again? Yeah, exactly, Lisa. It's I think it just is more paralysis than anything else. Unknown. Okay, all right. I'm thinking of a long here. Thinking of a long. In fact, I'm going for it. Come on, keep bouncing. Go. All right, there we go. Little bit of a scalpy scalp there. I'll take it. Okay, also party a bit difficult to type. I want to get one of those keyboard mats with all the patterns on it. Yeah, that to me that just sounds like I don't know. Sounds like analysis by paralysis. Well, in hindsight, that was a stupid decision to scalpy scalp. Market moves in two patterns, head and shoulders and cups, inverse and period. Really? There's only two patterns? Oh. I don't know about that one. As somebody that's played a good fair share of rising wedges here, I mean, it seems like there's more than 2 patterns out there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are. Maybe when I think I'm playing a rising wedge, I'm actually just playing another pattern that I'm not even aware if I'm doing. Please show one trading treat. Huh? When I first started, I tried have a pattern poster. Oh, a pattern poster. Flags aren't a pattern. I mean, this is just AI. Yes, bull flags are widely recognized as a classic bullish continuation pattern. Again, that is just one little source, but yeah, that's bull flag pattern, understanding flag patterns. So Neil, I'm going to need you to go ahead and set down the meth pipe, brother. Put it down. Put it down. Stop trying to be a chemist and just work on your typing. If it comes down here, I'm going to try another long down here. So again, like I don't remember who said it. Like, flat 200 SMAs I don't want to. I'm paraphrasing. Don't really seem to work. I don't know. Worked here. Did a good job of, generally speaking, providing support for the move up. The funny thing with that no soup is I think there's like Fibonacci circles or something. There are some goofy indicators out there that I don't know how to use at all. Like if you go to Trading View and you look at some of those patterns, or like some of the tools, I want to say that I remember seeing one that was like Fibonacci circles. Yeah, all right, I'm not crazy. Right there, you look. Fibonacci trading with the circle, the Fibonacci circle. Look at that, with trading. Boom, boom. There's a holy grail right there. I mean, you can see how people get bogged down in so much nonsense. Yeah, here, while we wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, there it is. So, like, you come to, like, look at this. Cipher pattern, ABC triangle, 3 drives pattern. No idea what that is. Fib retracement, fib trib extension, fib channel, fib time zone, fib speed resistance fan. What the heck is that? What am I don't even know how do I get it to show up? Click here to learn more. I just want to do it. I don't want to learn. Yeah, okay. I can't even do that one. But anyways, carrying on. Trend fib base time, fib circles, fib spiral, fib speed resistance arcs, fib wedge, fib pitchfork. Why are none of these showing up? Why? Okay, surely. All right, there's so I don't know why these other ones aren't working. But yeah, I mean, it can spin out of control pretty quick. Does this have a bunch of weird ones too? No, okay. Yeah, I'll give Tradovate some credit here. They don't seem. Oh, okay. Nothing like totally cray cray. Head and Shoulders did not work. I was hoping Nash would still be here, but that truly dented baboon. You always get one. You always get the one that has zero situational awareness. Zero situational awareness. Again, parents, please teach your kids situational awareness, or you turn out like that Nash dude. I'm thankful that the vast majority of you have situational awareness. And you're like, well, I mean, this dude sits and hangs out with us for 4 hours in a day. And 4 hours is kind of like a big chunk. So, like, if, like, real life stuff maybe pops up, like, it'd be kind of really dented on my part to, like, get on their case. Like, why are you handling real... Like, my kid Okay, this is how I envision Nash. My kid runs in. One of my kids runs in choking. And then Nash is like, can we get to trading, please? Why do we keep talking about the Heimlich maneuver? You know what I mean? It's like, not a good look. Not a good look. Like, a fire breaks out in the background, and I pick up a fire extinguisher, and we start to talk about, like, hey, how does this thing work? Can we get back to trading? Why are we talking about fire extinguishers? It's just like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? But thankfully, like I said, 99% of you have situational awareness, and your expectations are not that. Quite literally, for every single shred of second of 4 hours, I'm going to be talking trading. I think I can put it into words exactly why I am upset. I believe staying long-term trend. No, I think I already understood. No soup. My only point to you was, you know, it's like we all we all say things. You're like, oh crap, that's not coming out the way I want it to. So I think I understand the way you wanted it to come out. My point is, it just sounded and looked bad when you're like, man, what a waste of time. I made $600 and that was all happened in 2 minutes. It did work. What worked? Well, yeah. I mean, I guess no soup. I think we all have those sorts of trades. Hey, what's up, Benjamin? NVDA ripping. Oh my. Okay, I don't. Okay, new rule. Do not talk about Nvidia. I don't care. They had their earnings, so all you cult members, you got your. I need one. I need one stream away from Nvidia. I don't want to hear about Nvidia. Okay, new rule. If you talk Nvidia, I'm sending you on a vacation for a couple minutes. I need a break from seeing those 4 letters. So you're saying, no soup, that you regret taking the 10,000? Can we talk about the CEO? What's that guy's name? Jang Sung Soo or something like that? Jang Sung? Hey, Maddie Dented. Ooh, Doc Soul. Ooh. Yeah, resistance there. Okay. All right. Let's see how it acts here. Oh, yeah. I'm doing it. Short right here if it comes down. Come on. Keep dropping. I think that was 1-1. I think it was 1-1. I don't know if it was. It was close. It was close to 1-1. I'll take it. Okay. Very quickly. I did want to do this about inside information. How inside information Well, here, let's just do this. I'm giving you, everybody's going to get a quiz here, okay? Okay, let me find the. Oh, why'd you have to add that into the article? Okay. How can I? Okay, they just ruined the headline that I wanted to use. How can I do this? How can I do this? Um, let's see. Okay, here we go. We'll go with this. Okay. So you have this inside information. What inside information do you have? Is this like you got a buddy, you got somebody, maybe you're part of the company, and you who works for Best Buy, and they're like, all right, brother, earnings are coming. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what it's gonna be. But buddy, we're gonna announce that we beat our 2Q earnings, and we're gonna beat them across the board. And we're raising our outlook. We're raising our guidance. Okay, what are you going to do if you have that inside information? You going long or short? You know that's what it's going to be. They're beating earnings across the board and they're raising their outlook. They're raising their guidance. What are you doing with that inside information? And be honest. What are you doing? You getting long or you getting short? Okay, well, it's always a fun game that I like to do. I like to read headlines and then be like, oh, that sounds like good news. Now, some of you here, I think you probably understand, well, I think Clay's trying to set us up to prove a point. And it's like, okay, well, that's not really going to prove anything. Okay. So all of you that are like kind of going counter, like I would say, I think most people would say, dang, that sounds really good. They're going to announce that they beat earnings across the board and they're raising forward guidance. Where did it go? Yeah, we're just grinding up. And then you look at Best Buy, huge gap down today. Cooked. Sure, it's recovering. But that's why people are like, oh, politicians, they get inside information. So and so's got inside information. To act as if that just guarantees money just proved it there. Unless some of you would say, no, Clay, you just do the opposite. You do the opposite of the inside information. So if the inside information sounds really bullish, you go short. Well, I mean, surely we've seen earnings reports where they beat guidance across the board, or they beat estimates across the board, and they raise guidance, and then the stock goes kaboom in the upwards direction. So my point is this. Even if you know inside information, you still are missing something very, very important. What is the market going to think about that piece of inside information? And I thought Best Buy today proved that really well. Boy, from the headline, that sounded great. So here's a headline that I wanted to do from CNBC. I guess I'll just bring it over, but like right here. So this used to not be there, but like when I was reading CNBC earlier today, it said Best Buy beats quarterly estimates and hikes its outlook, but stock falls. But yeah, the stock still falls. So even if people, let me put it this way, I'm not going to call anybody crazy if they had inside information on Best Buy and then bought calls. I see the logic there. Dang, we're about to announce an earnings beat across the board and raise your guidance calls. They just got crushed. Right. And that's my point, Evan. Too many people in the mainstream, it's like a talking point that they just equate inside information with therefore you make money. Politicians have inside information, therefore they make money. It's like, well, no, that's not how it actually works. There's still that step of, well, what's the market going to think about this inside information? So I thought that was just a good little example of how something can sound so good, yet the market's like, nah, gap down. We're crushing the calls. I don't see how consistently it changes anything, John, because in each one of those consistent things, those consistent pieces of inside information still have the same consistent problem. What is the market going to think about it? So yeah, to me, that does not change the equation. It's like, well, the key to setting yourself on fire is consistency. It's like, well, all you're saying is consistently you're going to feel pain. I saw that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw the newest release of how many trades Trump did in the last quarter. I'm like, the dude is a day trader. He makes us day traders blush. Now I know the claim is, well, no, he's not the one doing it. But I mean, it's being done for him though, right? So sure, he's not the one pressing the buttons, but he is still indirectly executing that many trades. Like, so picture it like this: Warren Buffett, I'm just making this number. Somebody's like, dang, Warren, you made 500 trades. Is Warren Buffett going to be like, well, no. I didn't do 500 trades. I have an intern that is executing the trades. Well, no, because he understands the built-in implication is, okay, sure, I'm not physically making the trades, but like I am still making the trades because it's like I'm the one overseeing the people clicking the buttons for me, right? So that's kind of funny how Trump tries to like parse that out like there's some sort of difference there. Oh, no, I'm not pressing the buttons, therefore I'm not making the trades. Then never mind. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, maybe a short up here. Anyways, absolutely staggering numbers. When you look at the number or when you look at how many trades and then you do the math and you're like, we are all here are day traders. I think probably the vast majority of us don't even do that many trades in a day. It's crazy. Do you support the True Social API deal? What's the API deal? Is that the one where the $100,000 thing? I do agree, Evan. I will concede there are certain types of inside information that are better than others. But generally speaking, just to equate inside information with therefore guaranteed to make money, it's not quite. There's more nuance to it than that, which is what you're starting to point out, to which I would agree with. Oh yeah, to me it doesn't matter. As a chart trader, I don't care because all the big money who moves the markets anyways is going to get the information at the exact same time. So this is how it's going to look for us mere peasants that aren't going to spend $100,000 per month on information. We're going to be watching the chart and then we're going to see just chaos break out. We're going to see chaos break out and then this is what we're going to say. There's either some sort of news event or, and for example's sake, let's just say the deal is, hey, for $100,000 more or $100,000 per month, you get a Trump tweet 10 minutes before it hits the public. So I'm just using arbitrarily 10 minutes. So we're going to be sitting here. We're going to see things break out. I'm going to start to speak another language like I tend to do. And then I'm going to say this. Okay, there's either news coming here in the next couple of seconds or Trump just released a tweet to his list. And in 10 minutes, we're going to see that tweet. But from a practical standpoint, we're going to be sitting here trading the action anyways. That's why charts are great. because they're going to tell us when all the big money gets that information, because all the big money's moving the markets anyways. So we're going to watch them slug it out. Candles are going to be going back and forth because some big money is going to say, oh, that sounds good. Other big money might be saying, ooh, that sounds bearish. So hence why candles are going like this. But we're gonna know. Now, are we gonna know what the tweet is? No, we are gonna have to wait 10 minutes to know what the tweet says. But we are gonna know right away that there is either a tweet or there is some sort of other news event. That is why, what's the best news indicator? Just use the chart. Oh, really? Okay. Well, if you talk to him again, Kyle, pass along my regards to him. Yeah. Thank you for the update on that. Wish I could see the tape from the day of tariffs to see the big orders that came in. Yeah. You know what, Evan? But I bet there are some that they had a reverse thesis. I bet some people got blown out on that inside information. They took, they had their thesis, which was a bearish thesis, or whatever. And I again, I can't say for certain, but I don't think I'm crazy to say. I bet there were some people that had the same inside information, developed a different thesis, and then got wrecked. Now, of course, in hindsight, when we all know what happens, it's easy to form a confirmation bias. Well, why would that ever happen? You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed that fiber line running on the north side of 80? You're saying the turnpike in Ohio? I have not been on the turnpike in Ohio in a very, very long time. All right, we're getting a bit of a pullback here. I don't know if I really like this as an area to start. I want to see this pullback get a little bit closer to the 21 EMA. Oh, is that the line that was there was a 60-minute piece a long time ago. They were talking about how somebody was spending an insane amount of money to gain like a half nanosecond. That was always a really good 60-minute piece, but that has been a while. At the room you pay. Yeah, I mean those guys are just do. I mean they're doing just the arbitrage game in a microsecond. Yeah, I mean, but there's nothing there where anybody's building bull flat. Like okay, like yeah, there are definitely the hedge funds with the supercomputers with the millions of capital where they can do like the same thing. Like yeah, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Like to act as if that as and by the way, John, I'm not saying this is what you believe, but to act as if that sort of thing is like the thing that's forming these big majestic bull flags and all, it's like okay, what are we doing here? The green line, 21 EMA. Purple line is the 50 SMA. Pink is the 200 SMA. I know. I gotta just commit and shave it. I got some. I really am dented, but like here I have some. Like my head kind of dips in, so I literally do have some dents in my head. So I guess I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it because I'm a little self conscious of those. I don't know why. Like I don't care. Well, apparently I do care. Hence me being self conscious. But like, kind of like I gotta be like, it's stupid to care about that. But that is why I got some dented hit. But I don't know. It's like, is people like, or is, I guess I've never paid attention. Maybe everybody like up around here, is it kind of a little dented in, or is it supposed to be totally smooth? So you're the master dent calling us. Well, I mean, TA, are you new around here? Have you never heard me that I'm King Baboon? I'm King Dented Baboon. What are you new around here, brother? That's almost timeout worthy for you to act like I never call myself a dented baboon on here. Like I am king of Dented Baboon Mountain. That is where my throne sits. True time. Okay. Because you volunteered, I won't do 5 though. Since you volunteered and took personal responsibility, we'll go with 1 minute. There you go. 1 minute. I appreciate you taking personal responsibility for the dentedness. Clay, please put in a trade. Need to pay rent. Clay, do you not like the... Oh, it's not about not liking. It's just figuring out what ultimately works. But hey, if you're having success with the 10 SMA on the 2 minute, you use that 10 SMA on the 2 minute. Put him in. Oh no, he was in timeout for a minute. I kind of regret the Nash thing. He might have been kind of fun to have around. Would you ever try? I mean, I have, James, but like, I don't know. The older I get, the more and more I value just like sleep at night and just not having things on my mind. So it's nice to just be able to kind of not worry about, not necessarily, I don't worry is not the right word, but just not have any brain power at all devoted to, I hope this thing doesn't gap down or gap up or. I use that minute to, I mean, this is just, wow, you're setting the bar pretty high of just good personal responsibility as opposed to now showing up and calling me a meanie head. You can still use a prop account. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, you did say overnight. I'm sorry, James. I just took it as, so that's where in my world that I where I came from for the vast majority of my career, overnight is means like does mean overnight, but the implication is while the market is closed. While the market is closed is what my mind kind of associates with overnight. But what you're saying is no, I literally mean overnight. And because the futures market opens up at 6 p.m. Eastern and then goes literally through the night, you could make a literal overnight trade. I don't know. I've done that a couple times accidentally, like where I've forgotten about an order. But could I maybe, but it still goes back to the whole thing of I just don't know if I want to have something like that on my mind. Like when I step away from the computer, I kind of just like the freed up brain space. This is the 21 EMA, 50 SMA, 200 SMA. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Yeah, hit the like button if you have not yet. Hitting the like button goes a long way. It helps. It makes a difference. I appreciate it. I've been doing it a lot lately, and it's honestly so fun. Waking, seeing you just made $2,000. I mean, or you just cooked an account potentially. Yeah, I have zero problem believing that's got to feel really good. But the thing for me and where I have my priorities, I don't want to be, I just don't want that on my mind. Like, am I going to make $2,000? Am I going to make $2,000? Am I going to wake up to making money? I don't even want to think about it. But that's just me. I mean, like I said, we're all at different phases of where we put our priorities. Well, good. Good to have you here, Burning Phoenix. full port overnight and hope for the best. Yeah. And if you wake up the next day and it goes well, that I agree with James. That's a great way to start off your day. Dang, I full ported. Dang, it worked out. Dang, I just made 15 grand. Yeah, yeah, no. But it just, to me, I want the freed up capital, brain capital. Oh, I like that. No soup. That's good. That's good. We need to make we need some sad music playing. It's like whenever a hair falls out, we like catch it and then in slow motion as it drifts to the ground. In the arms of an angel, something like that. Made 27 million. Yeah, 27 million rupees overnight. I've been there too. And then you type 27 million into the currency conversion calculator and it's $1.75. You're like, oh, dang. Well, that's before commission, so now it's like $1. Yeah, I don't think I would either, Evan. I don't think I would either. Yeah, no, and that's fine, James. I'm not saying, sorry if I came across as like implying what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying for me, even under those circumstances, which I'm glad you're doing, it's just like when I step away after the live stream's over. I mean, no offense to any of you, unless the guys at the job site ask me, hey, how'd the stream go or how'd your trading day go? But other than that, like I kind of just my mind goes to like real life. I didn't know we can trade all day. Almost all day. Again, anybody here that's new to futures, one of the nice benefits is futures are open essentially around the clock. So, for example, today they will close at 5 p.m. Eastern for 1 hour. They will then open back up at 6 p.m. Eastern and go all the way until Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Now, this is where things are a little different because now we're at the weekend. So, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern when they close, the next time they'll open back up is not until Sunday at 6 p.m. And then from there, it's that pattern. 6 p.m. Sunday, we'll close at 5 p.m. Monday, open back up at 6 p.m. Monday, and then go till Tuesday at 5 p.m. Wait, I know. It's real life. Some people that, okay, maybe a short, again, I'm not doing breakouts today, which has been kind of a bad decision, I suppose, in hindsight. Yeah, playing that breakout right there would have been great. This breakout would have been great. This breakout here was just a nice little bull pennant. Granted, that break. Well, this is one where I said it earlier. I don't really trust breakouts today, but that is, as of now, proven to be a very dumb decision on my part. But that's hindsight for you. I still watch trading stuff. Yeah, I was there too. Like when I first got into it, absolutely, absolutely obsessed. To the point where, I mean, yeah, my marriage was a little shaky. My obsession, I'll put it this way, my obsession did nothing to benefit at that exact moment in time my marriage. Thankfully, I have a good wife. I'll put it that way. But yes, yeah. So I'm with you. My point is that and I'm not saying this is a requirement, but you kind of need to be obsessed to I'm not saying an unhealthy level, but trading is not something where like you put like one toe in and then like you think you're going to figure it out with one toe in the water. You kind of got to jump all in. Or at least jump into the shallow end, But like dipping your toes in, dipping a foot in, with trading, it doesn't really work like that. That's what's good about futures. Asian open fast sometimes. Yeah, yep, Nacho, agreed. Well, it wasn't necessarily about that. It was more so like, there was a lot. Neglect makes it. I don't know if neglect is probably too powerful of a word, but like I was in front of the computer a lot. And some of it in hindsight was so stupid. But I think it's kind of a rite of passage for a lot of us. Like here's how my mind worked. There is a way, there is an indicator, there is a system that can nail the market. It just has not been discovered yet, and I'm going to be the one that discovers it. So let me try this indicator in combination with this, and let's run some, back test, and then let's see how it plays out. Like I went through that stage where I really thought, like I conceded, there's no like magic grail, there's no holy grail per se, but logically speaking, it would be possible to find one and then just keep it to yourself. And you know what? I'm going to find it. So I don't know if anybody else went on the holy grail phase. Like for some reason, I thought I was special and like I could figure out like the right combinations of indicators to create a system that just worked. But yeah, so that was a part of my journey that was in hindsight. I was like, what a waste of time. Like the hours I sat in front of my computer and then my wife is, doing, it was not good. Okay, at least me and Neil went through the holy grail phase. Okay, and Cam. Other than this, the magic bean indicator. The price always rejects off the white line. Always. Guaranteed. There is only one guarantee, and that is the price is going to reject off the white line. Guaranteed. Magic bean indicator. If you don't believe me, let's see if we can, you can see 2 rejections right there. But I guarantee you, that's why it's the magic bean indicator. The price is going to reject off that white line. That is something I can guarantee. Oh, I don't believe you. Well, hopefully we can put that. Hopefully I can demonstrate this for you. But yeah, that white line is the magic bean. That's why we call it the magic bean indicator. I guarantee the price will reject off that white line. Yeah, I mean, that's where again, it's not a requirement to be single. I'm just saying, I think I don't know. Maybe not. I was going to say, I think the single person has the advantage over the married person because the single person just has, like, they don't really owe their time to anybody per se. But I suppose maybe you could twist that around on me and say, yeah, Clay, but the married person has that much more motivation. So, yeah, I don't know. But from a time perspective, I think. So I'm not saying that you can't find success if you're married or have kids or anything like that. Like I said, because as I sit here and argue with myself, maybe the rebuttal to that would just be, well, no, that person has that much more motivation to work hard and not waste time, all that sort of stuff. Oh, I wanted to show the magic bean. I wanted to show it all in real time. Oh, my strategy is just my strategy. Just like your strategy is ultimately going to be your strategy, DG. None of us have the same exact strategy. Now, I do understand a lot of people portray it like, hey, come use my strategy, and they give the impression like, just do exactly what I do, but that's not how this works. We all have to figure out something that works best for our risk tolerance. But DG, to answer your question, yeah, I have traded on gold, but man, it has probably been a few weeks. But so yes, I'll trade gold from time to time. But gold for me, yeah, it's still, and maybe I'm wrong here, but what was that? Probably like 6 months ago now. 6 months ago, gold was like, it was a little bit trader bull for me. Yeah, Zach. Again, so so Zach's proof, like, it's not like you have to be single. It'd be more ideal though. I tried so many indicators for years. I erased all of them and used. Yeah. Nacho. So, in other words, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, I'm going to just delete that out, James, because, yeah. We don't need anybody. I know you're joking, James. I know you meant nothing. Zero malicious. Whoa! See? Magic bean indicator right off that white line. Give me the magic beans. I didn't see it. I turned my head. But right there, magic bean indicator doing its job. Look at that. Right off that white line as guaranteed. Told you, guarantees exist. The magic bean indicator. It's magic. It'll bounce right off the white line every time, brother. I know, it's the magic bean indicator. Isn't that crazy, folks? Yeah, no, 1.99. No way, no way. Yeah, no, I'll sell this magic bean indicator for a buck 99. How about that? Buck 99. Baboons, magic beans. Not jacks, baboons. I want to. No, I refuse to do it. You can get the magic bean indicator for a buck 99. Well, you're about to have way more many millions if you use the magic bean indicator. It's a powerful little bugger. You just witnessed it right there. Hey, Birding Phoenix, I'm going to need you to go ahead and shut your mouth, okay? If you could go ahead and zip it, that'd be appreciated. Mary had a little zip it. Hey, knock knock. We'll talk about ruining that one. Hey, Burning Phoenix, knock knock. Who's there? Shut your mouth. There we go. Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. Do you like a... no, I'm not gonna buy it. Why? What? You're just gonna be here to guide me, TA. You're just gonna be here to guide me on who I should ban immediately. Look at that. The magic bean indicator again. I told you right off the white line. Some of you have, the gonads to tell me you're a liar. There are no guarantees. And I say, I guarantee it'll bounce off that white line. And it just happened again. That's true, Sam. The inner circle magic bean constant. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Krista. Got him. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I told you. All right, go up there again. Go ahead. I know there's skeptics that don't think the magic bean indicator is magic. Go ahead. Never seen Shaun of the Dead. Go ahead. Let's. I know I got skeptics here with this magic bean. It's a great movie. Isn't it like a zombie movie or something? I don't like zombie movies. I don't like the genre. The genre. I think that's the word. Oh, it's a spoof. Come on, get up there, brother. Do we have a rising wedge yet? I don't think. Do we? Do we? Let's see. No. No rising wedge. At least as far as I can tell. Yeah, I going along right now. Not too interested in that. If it pulls back some more, I could get interested. But even getting short right now, that seems a little bit of a sketchy life decision. Next week? What are you talking about next week? Well, I guess it is only Thursday. Okay, what if I do this, though? Can I get a rising wedge out of it if I do this? Because I was using that one. How is that not giving me a rising? Oh, yeah, because of that little bugger, little rat. I want a rising. I am trying to fit a square peg through a round hole. Doggone it. I can't, I'm trying. I can't make it happen. Can't make it happen. Start with the hot fuzz, then watch. It's hard. It is hard to watch new movies because when we do have time to watch movies, it's family and movie night, and I'm not sure I want to show Shaun of the Dead to like a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. I'm not sure that'd be the best parenting decision. You know what I mean? My kids are so sweet. Like they kind of got cursed by me a little bit. Suspense thrillers. Oh man, some of the things where they're like hiding under the blankets and stuff. It's like, oh man, you guys, dang it. Like this is a Disney movie rated PG, and you guys are like acting like this is like I don't know if they'll ever be able to do Jurassic Park. Who here saw Jurassic Park's? Okay, I saw Jurassic Park in theaters as I don't know what would I have been 5th grade, 6th grade. Either way, I still remember that as like one of the most intense movie going experience. Like I left that movie mentally exhausted. But look at that, MJ. It was self correcting. Just I wanted that rising wedge, but it just didn't happen. The Big Short. That's a good one. But anyways, the first Jurassic Park. Maybe it was because that was back when movies were like a huge, huge deal, a huge, huge event. But man, that one, like the Raptors in the kitchen. Oh my, the whole thing was just. So, anyways, what I'm getting at is, I mean, I think that one would probably cause my kids to have panic attacks. I don't think we've seen Zootopia. But are you being serious? Does that one have some crazy scenes in it for kids? Oh yeah, like classic Disney. Like that was a thing when I was a kid. Like every year Disney would release like their one film or at least their one animated one. So yeah, I went through the stretch of how did it go? Little Mermaid was a massive deal. Lion King massive deal. Aladdin massive deal. Um, what were some of the other ones? Beauty and the Beast massive deal. And those were actually all good movies too. Hercules was kind of on the way out for me. There was Pocahontas. Um, what's the one about eight? The Chinese one. What was that? Milan. That was kind of on the way out. Tarzan was kind of for me on the way out, meaning that's when I kind of started to outgrow those things. No, Jungle Book was way ahead. Yeah, we watched Deliverance last night. Now all the kids are doing banjo lessons. Am I about to play a bounce off this overnight high? I think I might try. If it goes down there and hits that line again, I've never seen Deliverance. I just know. I've heard things. Okay, here we go. If it wants to come back up there, I'll go for a long. Nice trucking. I'm trying to read. Nice. That's funny. Okay, I'm in. Long. Trying to trade the trend. Waited for a pullback. Got the pullback to the overnight high. Got a hammer candle here. Let's just see if the hammer can deliver. Keep going, brother. Give me another little pushy push. Come on. Come on. Lovely candle. Love the candle. We'll see if it can deliver, though. Do I add some more if it looking for another? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to add at the green line if it wants to come back up. We'll add to, technically speaking, adding to a winner at the green line. I added. All right, let's go, brother. Beautiful looking chart right now. Can I get follow through, though? I'm adding some more. Trying to trust the trend, trust this action that I'm getting at the overnight high. And, yeah. Seems like one of these moves are going to be... I don't even need this thing to, like, go to new highs or anything, but... Like, this is just looking too nice to not... Come on, get up there. I have added some more. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Push. Come on, brother. Come on, give me one more push. All right, all right. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Go. Took out 5. Could still be a losing trade. Come on, push up some more. There we go. All right, let's let these last 5 cook. Let me get risk off the table. There we go. So this will be a green trade. If I time this right, maybe this thing can carry me back to green. There we go, brother. There we go. Keep coming up. Keep coming up. Okay. Well, I don't know. It got too jumpy for me. I guess in hindsight, I moved my stop up a bit too tight, but there we go. It's a fake out. We are not squeezing, brother. Did you have any thoughts, Harper? You still here, Harper, or did you run? That took okay, let me put it this way. If you think that like, man, that took a lot of guts, really? Really? Like you don't see how like that was a nice little setup there? Really? What combination of things? Oh, I like candlesticks. I like some moving averages, some trend lines, a little bit of volume, the VWAP. Nothing too. I use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Where did Harper go? I'm trying to figure out if I want to ban this guy or just throw him in timeout. There's nothing more annoying than a backstreet driver, especially when the backstreet driver turns out to be wrong. Nothing more obnoxious than that. That's true, Slomaro. Well, I guess that was a good stop. Yes, in hindsight, I should have just let all 15 out right there at the white line because again, it rejected right off the magic bean white line. Am I about to try along here at the 21 EMA? Maybe. Maybe. Man. For a second, I thought I truly had timed it where I was gonna get one of those nice moves up and maybe those final five would have carried this into the green, but no. No, not even close now. Or am I gonna go short? No. If anything, I'm thinking long right now. Sitting on hands for now. Yep, as am I. I like that trade too. Hit it. Oh, Mike got it twice there. Good job. And also, if you're gonna okay, I don't really care if people want to give me your thoughts, but express it as a thought. When Harper says it's a fake out, we are not squeezing. It's like, okay, well, you mean you think it's a fake out and you think we're not squeezing. It doesn't look so dented if you just show a little bit of humility as opposed to just saying like certainties. Now, to be fair, he never defined squeeze. So if his definition of a squeeze is like a 90-point move, okay, I got technically speaking, he was right. But I wasn't looking for a 90-point move. To me, that was a nice squeeze upwards. Or, a big enough move upwards. I don't care about your thoughts. No, I do care about people's thoughts as long as they're expressed as a thought and not a guarantee. Okay. I am interested in a long at the yellow line right here. Okay, there's my order to get long right there. No, if your alias was Kyle and you said you don't care about my thoughts and it was Kyle saying that, I'd say, well, absolutely. The sky's blue, grass is green. You're 1 second. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. Or do you literally use the 1 second chart? I didn't even know the 1 second chart was a thing. Hey, Todd. Is it crazy though? Is it crazy though, Cam? I don't think it's crazy. It's almost as if there is some logic that goes in all this, and it's not just random gambling. Yeah, I've done the 15-second chart a couple times. The 1 second chart? I don't understand the 1 second chart. Oh, yeah. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong to use the 1 second chart. I can't quite wrap my mind how that could be beneficial in any way, shape, or form. Trump is live right now about the Lake of America stuff. Oh, Trump's speaking right now? Oh, boy. Well, I guess in theory, we could get a spike. Looking for a long at the green line. Yeah, 15-second chart. You got to be able to think pretty quickly. So for you, yeah, new to charts and trading and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, your mind is gonna just melt on the 15-second time frame. How do you set your stop loss? Like literally how, or like how you just, so if I get long here, I would click here and then click sell stop. There you go. That's how I set my stop. If you mean it in terms of like why do I put it where I do and all that sort of stuff, that there's a lot. It depends. And that's kind of like the crux of trading. Well, it depends on what? Well, now we're turning this into like a massive trading class, right? Yeah, methodology, exactly. Methodology is not going to be adequately explained right now. Teach us how to fish. I do, rookie. You're just too much of a cheapskate to do it. He's like, nope, I'm not taking the fishing lessons. Well, I know I moved my entry, but I don't think I would have been filled anyways. Because that came down, and I still don't think it would have come down enough to fill me anyhow. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Because had I been able to sit here and be like, crap, I should not have moved that line and I would have been filled, that would have made this a lot more frustrating. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. So you're up a little bit higher than I was. Good job, Cam. See, that's the power of independent thinking, right? If Cam was just mimicking exactly what I did, well, then Cam would have, So we agreed broadly, like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, we'll agree to disagree on where the exact entry point should be. So we are in agreement on the broad entry point, but the exact entry point, we had some disagreement in. And guess what? Cam chose wisely. He chose poorly. Sweet. Oh boy, yeah. And then that's where Cam's intelligence level goes well above mine. Might as well just start typing Chinese. Oh, I know what a false break is. That makes sense to me. There's a break, and this break was false, which means it went one direction temporarily and then went the other way. I know what a false break is. Okay. So if that's what all that other gobbledygook means, then cool. My peon brain can understand what a fake break is. Oh, nice, Todd. Yeah, siding's going on right now. Trim starts on Monday. Figuring out the asphalt driveway situation. That was quite the to do earlier in the stream. Yeah, Nacho. I know Mark. I don't know if Mark's here right now, but yeah, there's he's a big fan of the tick chart. Yeah, there it is. You have a fellow ticker, Nacho Libre. Mark's ticker brother from another mudda. I might try this long here. I probably shouldn't throw in the 5 minute. Yeah, I shouldn't. 5 minute, if you were to pull up that chart right now, you'd see a candle that at one point was good solid green, and now that candle has been wiped away. So I use Renko. Yeah, I never learned about Renko. $610 tick. That seems oddly specific. 610. I guess my next question would be, well, why not 609 or 611? Or 607? I don't know if that's how that works or not, but there you go. You need Ninja Trader to use Renko? Gotcha. You know, I never. That reminds me, I never got that. Do I still have it? Sent. Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah, I don't even care because this is not a real email address. But yeah. So yeah, yesterday I get off the stream and shortly after I just get an email. It says mad. My reply back, happy. So I'm assuming that I have no idea what was going on right there, but yeah, maybe I'm guessing some sort of, I don't know, phishing scheme or what, but yeah. Then again, if it was automated, now that I'm thinking about this out loud with you, if it was automated, I guess I would have probably gotten a reply back already. Oh, 61. I gotcha. Is it okay? That fits. Somebody with the name with Nacho in their name, I can see how you'd also have a Doritos pattern. You probably also have a clogged arteries pattern, right? Here comes the high cholesterol pattern. We're getting into the diabetes zone. Who needs Fibonacci levels? I use diabetes levels. Yeah, the cheese curl pattern, here it comes. Yeah, this is type 2 pattern diabetes right here, brother. So I got some chips from Aldi's that I'm not gonna say are better than Cool Ranch, but they're trying. They're like these lime. What are they? Lime chili. Aldi chips. Let's see if I can find a picture of them. They're Doxol. If you have an Aldi by you, okay, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you have an Aldi by you and you can get at very, very good. Very good. Again, and for $2, no, I got them for $1.89. Should have gotten more bags. Doggone it. Anyways, not gonna say they're better than Cool Ranch, but man, they're making an effort. Making an effort. It is, yeah. Aldi is like, yeah. Clay, it's no way I'm eating a bag right. Are you having some right now, Alfonso? They're good, aren't they? I really want to get back to Aldi. How do I get back there? I can propose it as a date. Hey, Sugar Plum, can I take you on a date to Aldi? We got some lime chips to get. Very good. Yeah, they are good. They are good. I think they were kind of, I'm a little worried because we got them on clearance. Because like I said, I paid $1.89. So I'm a little worried I'll never see him again. I can't remember the last time I had a potato chip. Well, what kind of communist are you? What kind of answer is that? You can't remember the last time you had a potato chip? How dented are you? I mean, we all know you're dented, but like I don't think I realize you're like all caps dented, bold-faced underlined. You need to try. Okay, I remember seeing some white cheddar. I am a fan of white cheddar popcorn too. Okay, they got their garlic hot sauce is ridiculously good and very low. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Aldi's is German, and over in without going too far down the regulation rabbit hole, but like over in Europe, they have a little bit more regulations for food, so the foods have less stuff in them. So maybe that's why it can be still good, but like not be as high in calorie. I don't know, but I guess that would make sense on how they could offer something that is still tastes good, but it doesn't have as much calories and stuff like that in it. Noted, Solomaro. Yeah, we're not big into the drinking scene, but noted. I used to eat them all the time and then learned all about the fats and oils and the optimal human diet, and yeah, stopped eating it. Well, I mean, moderation, brother. Moderation. But yeah, you know what? You know what, Cam? If you can go without them, more power to you. But for anybody that has never really tried dieting, because your logic of dieting goes dieting equals giving up my favorites, not true. I love sugar, I love chips, I love junk food. However, I can only do it on my cheat days now. So don't think that you have to give stuff up. That's why a lot of diets fail, because they're unsustainable. Because like you can't just like give up cookies if you love cookies. Just have cookies once a week. That's all. You don't have to give up cookies, just give up having cookies every day. But yeah, if you can do that route, that's fine too. But not for me. I like donuts too much to ever just give that up. They're too good. Yeah, we have a Hy-Vee. So Kroger, I'm familiar with Kroger. I think they're based out of Cincinnati. Anyways, grew up with a Kroger in Ohio. But we have Hy-Vees, which is more I think of a Midwest area ish thing. Same exact thing though. My wife and I we don't understand how Hy-Vee can stay in business, particularly when Walmart's right down the road. I don't understand the math. As far as we can tell, I think it's just a loyalty thing. Like I don't know if Hy-Vee was started in the Midwest, so people are just like, no, out of pure loyalty, I'm shopping there. But yeah, same exact thing. I can relate. It's like how are you in bit? These prices are insane. What are we doing? I've been to Publix once. Yeah, had to try their donuts. Was not impressed. I am using Tradeovate, yes. And the prop firm I'm using, Burning Phoenix, is Take Profit Trader. Oh, yeah. Fairway, also the same here. I don't know. Are they Iowa or is there Fairways everywhere? Again, I think it's more like a loyalty thing. Okay, you're already using TPT. Very good. Well, in the future, no pun intended, Burning Phoenix, if you want to use code Clay, It would be appreciated. Oh, they're only in Iowa? Anyways, though, Aldi, my wife, like, if she stumbled across the Genie bottle, she'd be like, listen, Genie, I don't need 3, I need 1. And the one is, can you put an Aldi in our hometown? I think that would be my wife's wish. And after being there on Saturday, I might be there right next to her saying that was a good one. Cheat days work for me once a week. Nice. Yeah, I do 2 cheat days. So did it probably take me a little bit longer to kind of recompose my body? I don't like to use fat loss, or I don't like to use weight loss because that can be very deceiving. But yeah, had I gone to 1 cheat day a week, probably my body recomposition would have gone quicker. But I'm like, hey, if I want this to be sustainable, and if it takes me an extra 6 months or a year, who cares if I can get myself 2 cheat days? But yeah, ideally, if you can get yourself down to 1 cheat day, even better. Or if you can be like Cam and you're like, no, I just don't want any cheat days at all. Props to you. Had heard Trade-O-Vate was terrible, so been using TradingView. No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, does Trade-O-Vate have issues? It does. Are the issues like game? What am I? Are they deal breaker? Are they like deal breaker? Nah. I'm still using them. So yeah, they can get annoying, but deal breaker, no. All right, we're getting pull back here. Let's see if we can get another long. Has been buying Winn-Dixies and Freak. I've heard of Winn-Dixie, never heard of Fresco before. Yeah, hopefully we'll get one. Okay, here we go. I got to get ready here. So what I am going to try is I'll try a short if it bounces up here. I mean, I think the odds are in my favor that this thing doesn't just go solid green candle straight back up. I think I can get some sort of move downwards. What's the yellow line? Just an area that I added in. So yeah, that's not an indicator. That's just me adding in some annotations. Fresco is like a rebrand of, okay. So when they buy the Winn-Dixies, do they call them Aldi's then, or they just leave them the name? All right, never mind. Oh, gonna try to come back up. Oh, something interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked that I think, like, I'm not like, man, Aldi's great. I remember the Aldi's in Columbus, Ohio. I mean, that's where I would shop. And their 25-cent boxes of mac and cheese were mind-blowing back then. I can get a box of mac and cheese for 25 cents. Yeah, my diet was not, yeah. Anyways, new topic. Let's not talk about my diet in college, mac and cheese. And because I'm just a pure savage. Just every day. Every day. Clay, you're exaggerating. No, I'm not. Because I'm a cheapskate. All right. Like I said, I was looking for a short up there. Oh, inflation. Dang. I was curious. Look at that. 65 cents now. Back in my day, kids, I could get this box for 25 cents. Now it's, dang. What kind of, somebody needs to run inflation. That's over 100% inflation. And, well, I mean, I'm old. I graduated college, 2006. So 20 years, box of mac and cheese up over 100%. Freaking politicians. Taxing us through inflation. There it is. That's why it's the politicians' favorite form of taxes. Let's tax them through inflation. Let's just print money. Can you believe politicians did that to the mac and cheese? Over 100% tax increase over 20 years. Sneaky, sneaky. Kraft is a lot more. Well, to be fair, Kraft was probably more than 25 cents back then, too. I told you so. See, I'm so smart. You told. What did you tell me? Did I miss another one of your things? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you told me. Sam's mac and cheese back in the day was. Oh, in bulk. Okay. Yeah, I was not buying in bulk. I probably should. Oh, and oh, that's 1990. Yeah, yeah. I was 7. Dang. Okay, that was still bulk, but even at that point, they increased the taxes even from 1990 to when I got in, I guess 16 years. To touch the top of VWAP, it is. Am I missing VWAP? Oh, my VWAP is down here. Chips and see, I'm in the Midwest, so I would say chips and pop. Oh, Nacho, come on, brother. Let's put that aside. Free up some more space in your budget. You can buy more prop firms that way. See, I am fully incentivized to get people to stop doing drugs because my incentive lies stop doing drugs, buy a prop firm, use code Clay. You see, so codes turn me into anti-drugs. Isn't that great? Yeah, I cannot say I'm good. I'm pretty educated in the mac and cheese market, but not in that market. That's maybe you guys are too. If you guys are big into weed, you're probably big into mac and cheese too. Mac and cheese at 3 a.m. That should have been a Matchbox 20 song. It's 3 a.m. and I'm hungry for mac and cheese. Okay, that didn't really work, but the best was this. Believe it or not, you guys probably won't believe. Graduated from Ohio State. Never had a sip of alcohol. Did not have a sip of alcohol until I did my internship at my senior year, or I guess when I was basically done. Anyways, point being, did not party at Ohio State because I had my book business and stuff I was running. Anyways, but it would be nice when the roommates would show up drunk. Was this immoral of me? Probably. I guess they're like, "Come on, Clay, we're going to," and then insert like fast food place, and then they just buy me stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, hey, dude." Yeah, I mean, I've been just eating mac and cheese. I'll take a slice of pizza. Or I'll take a sub, or I'll take a order of 20 boneless chicken wings. So that was I mean, like I said, the not party life. I mean, it paid off in many ways. So yeah, the only substance I was really interested in college was mac, and then the thing they call cheese. I might be trying along here. This is looking like it might wanna. I'm gonna try along right there. See if it wants to come back down. And then so come down just a little bit. I'm bearish until it hits there. Then I'll flip over to being bullish. Come on, bears. No. Now if it comes back down, that's got me worried. Okay, noted. I'm glad you're just pulling my leg and not something else. Are you shorting Clay right now? Would been good trade. I am not shorting. My order that I had in there was for a long. Hey, oh no, but I don't think anybody else got it. It's crazy. Bunch of dents. I wanna push you. I'm still going back and forth on that driveway. Do I want to go with the 5 inch? Oh, that's a hefty price, but it's like if it's gonna get beat down, I'm gonna have to do it anyways down the line. I mean, prices are gonna be high. It's gonna be more expensive 10 years, 20 years from now. Okay, how long does asphalt drive? Or how long does asphalt last before you need to like resurface? How long does asphalt last before a resurface? Okay, 15 to 25 years before requiring a major overhaul or replacement. Well, yeah, and concrete, it will also bankrupt me and my family. Oh it's maybe put more in all caps, bold it, and underline it. Don't drive anything heavy unless you put a base under it. Yeah, we're gonna have a base. Well, I would have never been filled because, like I said, I had this order right here that I was trying to buy. And oh crap, I don't want it to come down and yeah. Anyways, so close, but not close enough. Try code clay with a yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can do concrete, but then I'm just gonna have to sit here and we won't even be able to watch the chart. We'll just watch the screen with code clay on it. I mean, I have a gravel driveway right now, but the thing is, it's just like plowing, and then it continues to get like rutted out and stuff like that. So, again, well, for the price of like how much would it cost to just keep that up to date, maybe that would be the best way to go about it. But we've had gravel before, and then when it gets rainy and muddy, and it's just. But I could see the math there where it could make sense to. A compacted gravel done right will last forever. Well, yeah, I know it'll last forever, but like when I'm trying to plow it and stuff in the winter, like the gravel's gonna be getting shoved off and stuff like that. I mean, it definitely takes maintenance. And again, we have there's we're up on kind of a hill, and when it starts off, there's some twists and turns as you go up the hill. So like we're already seeing right now. Now, to be fair, we've had a lot of heavy trucks in and out because we're building. But like, yeah, the rutting and stuff like that. The driveway is long, yeah. Well, I'll just tell you the square footage. Let's see, 20,420 square feet. We are off the road quite a bit. We are getting near the 50. Here, I'll just show you. Here's the 5-minute. Getting near that 50 SMA. Seven inches. I mean, probably. Might as well go 10. Both the gravel and asphalt must. Yeah. There's good drainage, but because on a hill, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, that's been a term we've heard quite a bit. Is okay. Let's make sure the drainage is set up and drainage to 31. Yeah, drainage main issue. You're right. Yep. $10. Oh, okay. Well, what did I say? 20,420 square feet times $10. Yeah, it ain't that. It's definitely not that. So yeah, you're $10 per square foot, Kyle. Yeah. Maybe you just pulled that number out of your backside. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, that is not I'm happy to report the bid is not $204,000. Over 1,000 foot long. I think so. Yeah. I don't know what he officially measured at, but I want to say it's like I don't know. Oil? What's oil doing? Oh, ducks. So what is going on with oil? Dang, just cooking people. Well, yeah, I mean it's trendy. I don't even know if you call that a trend. That's just like straight up. Show the chat. Show the chat what? What does the chat want to see? Oh, ducks. So okay. Yeah, for real though. Is there some kind of news out? Like it's not like news in the sense that caused everything to spaz, but man, yeah, okay, here. Look at this oil chart. Man. Okay, so what I'm looking for here on the MNQ, right down here. Look at that little smoochy schmoot. So I'm looking for a long at 555. 555. There we go. Maybe I should be getting along right here. A hammer's trying to form at the 200, but we're getting a little bit later in the day, so I'll try to err on the side of caution. Jackson Hole speakers talking. Yeah, well, what do they say that would send oil up like that? I think I speak for the majority of Americans. Yeah, it'd be nice to have, well, I guess really the entire world. I assume the entire world is experiencing higher gasoline prices. It'd be nice. White House spurns a return to June deal with Iran. Oh, that could be it. 15 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, that might be it. That actually coincides pretty well with it, Jimmy. Like if you look at that 5-minute again, roughly 15 minutes ago is when all this stuff kind of started. All right, against my better judgment, I'm going to try a long here. Okay, I'm long. Come on. Give me another hammer. Jump in next week. Highlight numbers to bring that. Come on, brother. Come on. I might go to loss. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I had a small loss on that one. I'll go back to the drawing board. Maybe it goes, but yeah, that dropped down a little bit more than. So I'll just take that. Like I said, I think I lost a few bucks on it, but can always get back in. The funny thing here is, though, even these moves, I mean, it's like, again, myself included, which just illustrates how slow things have become. We're like, oh my goodness, look at this candle. Okay, this candle went from 620 down to, no, so this is like a 45-point candle. Once again, a month ago, a candle like this would have been what? Bare minimum 80 points, 90 points, bare minimum. But yeah, on days like today, this red candle was 45 points. Again, 45 points, there's plenty of money to be made on 45 points. So don't hear what I'm not saying, but man, times are definitely a little bit different. I'm about to answer this spam call and just sneeze and then hang up. Come on, sneeze. Come on, sneeze, come on. Come on. Yeah. How about them apples? How about them apples? I timed it. Scumbag, get a life. Ah. That's disgusting. You didn't cover. I don't care. I'll clean it up later. Oh man, that felt so good just from getting it out, and then from like a justice standpoint. It doesn't matter, Slow Morrow. They already spam enough. It doesn't. It's not going to make any difference. Okay, so I go from 30,000 spam calls to 32,000. I'm not going to notice the difference. No, I sneezed. You dent. That's right. Gave him a little bit of COVID through the phone. This does seem. I mean, the 2 minute. This. I might try again from the long. This seems like it's taking some shape of wanting to be a bouncy bounce. Man, that felt good. Felt good. Felt good to do that. It really did. Like somehow I accomplished some justice in this world. No, I'm not trading. No, I have it on the positions tab. So yeah, positions don't factor in all the commission. So no, this is not a sim account. At this point, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna wait on the 5 minute. Look at this. It bounced up. It's coming back down. I'm gonna go for, well, I guess the same spot I was talking about earlier, the 555 mark. Let me get my order down there, brother. Oil, maybe oil. Sorry, I had my long story short, I had my something got clicked on my phone email address that I use, and it was like it categorized everything, and I didn't realize it. So that's how the bid came in, but it was in like a different category, so I didn't think I got it. But now I got all these unread emails that I'm trying to get because I don't like when my phone says like 38 unread emails. It drives me nuts. So I'm just going through and while I wait, while I'm trying to be disciplined and let it come down to me. I do both. This is the same account. These are my NQ trades on the day. These are my MNQ trades on the day. So yeah, I do both. $50,000 unread, yeah. Well, that's probably what my Yahoo address looks like. But I don't have that one on my phone, so it doesn't drive me nuts. Because I've had my Yahoo one since who knows how long. I'm at 39,000 right there. 39K. This is not a drill. Everybody panic now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, maybe somebody can. I'm. So here's something else that I saw. Like maybe somebody has the logic behind this, but a home is listed for 450,000, and then you cut it by 1,000. My only theory is maybe that I was like, okay, let's get a Zillow email sent up. Let's somehow get highlighted. Let's try to bring it to people's attention again. But I don't understand the logic of what does reducing by 1,000 do when you were just priced at 450. Like I to me, if we have any working theories out there, I'm all for them. Hey Clay, I've never seen you trade your. Oh, well then you have not been around as much as you should. Heck, there was one stream where I maxed out. I pulled up. I don't even remember what the circumstances were, but it's like, okay, I'm not. I got. Let's start a fresh test. And then we went to and I maxed it out all NQs. Where were you on that day, KRT? You dirtbag. To get it under four. Yeah, but like, why was it at four? If like being under 450 was important, why would you start? Why would you ever have it at 450? No, no, no. They reduced the price, so it was already at 450. Okay, I see. Maybe what I think what some of you were saying is, yeah, Clay, but within the search parameters, maybe it's 450 and but no, they were already at 450 though. That's true. Maybe they just needed. Yeah, and maybe it was all prop firm driven. Okay, here we go. Maybe along here. Okay, yeah, Nas. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe. Yeah, that's true. Commissions do vary, but yeah, at Take Profit Trader, they are round numbers. Well, I'm no longer interested in that level because now if I get filled, all that's going to imply is that this green candle here has failed miserably. KRT, okay, this we have something going on right now. You are either trolling me or you're rage baiting me. You are like, I don't know if you're quite an OG around here, but you have been around a very long time. So I refuse to. That makes no sense that you would ask that question in any form of sincerity. That's got to be either rage bait or you're just troll. Well, I guess kind of trolling. Rage baiting is a form of trolling. So yeah, I'm not going to engage that. Like I'm not going to fall for the rage bait. The 5 minute still looks really good. Got the hammer candle. So here's the 5 minute. Very, very close. Like I said, I wanted down here. So it got very close to bouncing right off those levels that I was talking about. But again, as I say, trading is not about broad statements. Oh, I think it's going to bounce from that area. Well, and it did bounce from the area. Well, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to make money because you got to get the entry point right, and I didn't. Right, and what I'm just saying, KRT, is somebody that's been around as long as you have. I can't quite wrap my mind around like yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think you're still trolling me. Hey Blossom, get KRT under control, please. No, Nast. I think he's just joking around. Thank you though for trying to enlighten, but I hope my fingers are crossed. Hey, watch it though, Morrow. Watch it. Careful. And I think my head is caving. Oh, by the way, the experiment when I was doing some singing on whether or not the algorithm would pick it up and like demonetize it, it did not. Yeah, that's a good idea, Nas. I would think something like that's got to be around the table or the corner. First off, Rocks, good to see you. Thank you for finally speaking up. Second, yeah, and I think didn't I sing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina"? You've seen influencers use it? Oh, really? All right, all right, all right. Let me just cook real quick. Let me cook real quick. We needs to calm down. Needs to calm down. 295. C10. Nothing's going on. Oh man, the random things that have to be done. It's crazy. Propane. Hey, can you get some pathways mode? Because it looked like Vietnam back behind the house. Looked like Dien Bien Phu and or the Mekong Delta. That's what it looked like. The Mekong Delta. So the guy was like, "Hey, could you get that mode? Because we need the ground to dry up for us to trench. Because you got some. It is thick. It is thick soil back there." Anyways, so I was like, "Okay, well now I got to get that mode. So that's mode now. But I was like, all right, I'll let you know when it gets mode. But it's one of those things that I can so easily see myself forgetting about. So sorry, if Nash was here, he'd be yelling at me right now. But like, it's those little things where real life pops up, and it's like, let me just do this real quick because I know I'm gonna forget unless I do it right now. I don't really strike you as Evita. Well, I mean, I identify as Evita Peron, so therefore I am. What you identify as, I think that's how the logic goes. You are what you identify as. There you go. See? I think that logic checks out. I don't see any flaws in that. Will be 3 in October. Hopefully, period. When we had the power run over the barn, comma, the guy that trenched it was commenting on the ground too, period. My October birthday was October 3rd. Well, I got 3 years old one. I got 3 years old one. Okay, should I know what he's saying there? Wow, I got 3 years old one. Oh, you mean you have one 3-year-old? Is that what you're saying? I have one 3-year-old? Passing the evals, Clay. Do you up the contract sale? Yeah, yep. Well, I'm not opposed to swinging big on evals or test accounts. If a test account is paid for, it's yielded. Okay, assuming I'm not on tilt. Assuming I'm not on tilt to try to get it like a pro account to buffer. So, assuming I'm in my rational mind, if a pro account pays for itself, gets a good solid ROI, and if I see something that I like a lot, I'm not opposed to swinging big at it. So it's not only in evals where I'll take a bigger swing. Now, do I take bigger swings more often in evals? Yes. But that doesn't mean that I'm not open to the idea of a bigger swing in a pro account or funded account, whatever you want to call it either. Okay, one 3-year-old. There we go. That makes sense. You are what you eat. Did I lose something? I got distracted. So I don't even know. I don't get the you are what you eat stuff. Oh, are we talking about the what you identify thing? I guess. I mean, if I identify as cheese, I guess I'm cheese. I think that's how that works. And I don't think there's any flaws in that. Uh, 14. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm being quizzed. I might need to get out my spreadsheet. Whoa. Okay. 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 Am I gonna do this? I am. I think. Okay. I'm in long. Give me that hammer. Give me that hammer. I am long. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll take that little scalpy scalp. There we go. There we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, my pivots are gone. There it is. Do I try again here at the pivot point? Why did I do all that? For some reason, if you scroll back like you did, then the pivots pop back up. I don't know why that's needed to be the case, but I have a vast temptation right now to just take a bigger swing, see if I can get that back to green. But that's not a good that's a good way to like spin out of control. Because the fact of the matter is, this is the same account, so I am green on this account. But yes, the voices in my mind are like, dude, that looks so much better if that was back to green. I don't think you'd get out that quickly. Why not? Brother, you're new around here. Have you ever heard of the Scalpy Scalp? Scalpy Scalp will make your mind melt. Think about that. All right, well, we bleeding. We are bleeding. I guess maybe a theoretical long. Okay, I'm trying to long down here. Don't even try to stop me. You don't even try to stop me. I'm trying to long right there. Don't even try to stop me. Did not care about that pivot point at all. Wait, what's oil? So oil's still dropping. So right now there is no inverse correlation. Oil is dropping right now. NQ is dropping. What's gold doing? Not a whole lot of anything. ES, I assume, is dropping right now. ES is dropping right now. You don't know me, son. They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats? Anybody get that one? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? I can't believe it's taken me that long to pull out. You don't know me, son? Or it's actually they. Nobody is getting that reference? Oh my, what kind? Oh my goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing? Thank you, Vlad. Thank you. Vlad is by far the coolest person here. Benjamin also joins the Cool Kid Club. Only 3 of us in this club, brothers. And it is an honor to be in this club with you. And now we're bouncing. All right, I want to go hang out with the brothers. Like literal real life brothers. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So if you want to help the stream on your way out, just remember this is totally viewer supported. So if you want to help keep it ad free and then just flat out keep the stream going, then you can help by also saving yourself money. So it's actually a good win-win. You save yourself money while at the same time helping to support a stream that you enjoy. So I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader, especially if you're a beginner to the prop firm space. But if you use any of these prop firms, and like I said, you want to enjoy and help support the stream while at the same time saving yourself some money, use code CLAY, case sensitive, all cap, CLAY. Whatever promotions or discounts or deals any of these prop firms are running, code CLAY will give that to you. So like I said, it is the epitome of a win-win. Save yourself some money while supporting a stream that you enjoy at the exact same time. So like I said, I'm going to call it good and head over to the property and see what they got in store for me. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So on your way out, if you could hit that like button, that would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber and turn on notifications because usually I show up early. Latest I'll be here is 11 a.m. Eastern, but usually I'll show up a little bit earlier. So if you want to know exactly when I go live, that is where turning on that notification bell will help you out. So thank you, everybody, for being here. See everybody back tomorrow. Hit that like button, code CLAY, feed some hungry kids. Take care and have a good one.